Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to create an Excel spreadsheet and we're going to create error bars. I've showed you this before, but here are some bogus numbers I just created. Say we're doing a left versus right. And down here in this box right here is where I want to put in an average for the row C. And what I end up getting is 4.67. The way I did that is I clicked on that box, I clicked on formula, I clicked on insert function, and then I clicked on average. Let me show you that again. For this box right here, I'm going to click on insert function, I'm going to click on average, I'm going to say OK, and then I need to highlight the row that I want to have the average done, like that. Now the significant digits are way off, so I just wanted to simplify that by changing the decimal numbers. And I do that by clicking this little box right up in here to move the decimals to only one significant digit. And I'll do the same thing for this box right here as well. Now, the next thing I want to do is in this box right here do standard deviation. So in this situation, I'll insert function, insert standard deviation, say OK, and it's asking me which box to use for the standard deviation. Well, the first number in doing a standard deviation is going to be this row, just like we did for the average, but the second number is going to be the same row with the same numbers. Say OK. And so there's this significant standard deviation. Now, a trick with Excel is to click on the lower right hand corner and drag the box over, and it will automatically count or do the standard deviation for the next column. So that's just a little shortcut trick. So I'm going to shorten the significant digits again in both of these boxes. And then what we're going to do is we're going to create a graph of this data. I'm going to highlight the LR plus the two averages first and put in insert. And you can do recommended charts, and the first one is the one that I want to use. So I say OK. So right now we have each of these data rows labeled left and right with the averages obtained. If you use this right hand box right up here, this chart element, add or remove elements, you can click on it and click error bars. It did put in the error bars, but they're not exactly the right error bars that we want to use for the data that we have. So we have to go in and click on each of these data bars to get this open window here on the right side. We have to go down, click on custom to specify the value. And this is where I figured out finally how to get the right error bars in there. You will use the 4.7 in this one row and the 2.2 in this row here and a 2.0 in this row here. So what you do is you do 2.2 comma 2.0 in that box. You tab to the next box and you do the same thing, 2.2 comma 2.0, and say OK. And notice that it did. Thankfully, you can check. This is an average of 5. Average of 5, and then the error bars are in there. Notice that the error bars are different from each other. See that right there? See that right there? It's 4.7 and 5. And each of the error bars are correct.